Hey, and welcome to the Pixel Sprites and Nonsense podcast. With me is Vash.
Heyo.
And Benjiro is not here again because of
Yep.
circumstances again. Oh yeah, I see now that we have a thing that's not okay yet. So I'm taking over again.
Oh no, it's not okay.
On the technical side, and I already see something that I did the wrong thing.
Well,
I did this one.
happens.
This one. This is the one I needed to do. And I have to fix that on the fly. I see. I haven't checked the screen.
Fix
So
it now.
no, we're gonna keep going. Yeah. So this week, of course, the big showcase season has started.
Yep.
We got the Guerrilla Collective. We had the Summer Games Fest, the Devolver Digital Direct. So
also, we have Day of the Devs.
yeah, Day of the Devs by the
course.
that's presented by the the guys from
And and another thing of
Double Fine.
note. Another thing of note is that earlier today on Friday, June 9th, there was also a very special showcase streamed for accessibility in games,
Yeah.
which had some developers and some disabled people, disabled gamers talk about their experiences with disabilities, and of course how to make games more accessible for people with certain limitations.
Yeah, it's always good.
So it's very interesting to see how that evolved in the last couple of years.
It's become very prominent, and you see like way more games do that. So that's our program for today. We're gonna talk about all that stuff. There's a lot of games to discuss, a lot of reveals. So let's get us going. We're back. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix one screen when we're talking about the games, but I'm gonna do that on the fly. Well, I'll let Vash talk for you. Haha.
Oh no!
So let's
Putting me on the spot, huh?
we're gonna quickly go over things we've been playing. We're not gonna talk too long about it because we have a lot of stuff to discuss. So, Vash, start off with you. What have you been playing this week?
Well, I've been playing a couple of things. I'm continuing with Front Mission 1 Remake. I also started with Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, but I've already finished that game on PC, but now I'm playing it on PlayStation 4. So not really much to tell. Not much more to tell about that. Also, one interesting thing I did also play was a demo for. Let's see. I think it's a Devolver Digital game. Because we're gonna come back to Devolver Digital anyway. But this demo has been out for a bit, and it's called "Stick It to the Stickman."
Oh,
and
it's a sequel, right?
No, this is a new game.
Okay.
This is think of the old Newgrounds videos and little games about stickmen fighting.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
So there's a roguelike element in it.
Okay.
And you go from floor to floor because you're trying to become the CEO of a company with guns and axes, and it's very fun. You have certain limited abilities, and I played the demo for about 2.3 hours according to Steam.
Okay.
And I really want to play the entire game now.
Oh, nice. So it convinced you.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's by developer Free Lives, and I am a big fan of them, I guess, because they also did Terra Nil, which I really gushed about in the past. So yeah, they really managed to scratch the itch that with the types of games they develop. So yeah, it's definitely published by Devolver Digital. So
yeah, Devolver Digital
it's a lot of fun.
Is basically becoming like sort of like the finer. I don't know. Their games are always very high quality, and there's got a certain like type of polish to it.
Yeah, and they're still pretty much indie games.
Yeah,
but they're one of the best indie publishers out right now.
It's like the it's AAA indie or something. I don't want to know what you could call it.
High quality indie games.
High quality indie games. Yeah. So are they still indie? That's also one of the discussions, of course. I think.
They still are.
Yeah, they still are, right?
Definitely.
Because I've seen like a lot of discourse about that, like on Twitter again. Like what is indie and what is not? If it has a publisher, is it still indie? Blah blah blah. So.
Yeah, but, I get that, but even indie games need publishers most times to
exactly
for marketing purposes and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Devolver is a great house to do that in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like Tiny Build and some others. Raw Fury is another one, I think. So they all have smaller games that are
I think
fun to play and
your audio cut out for a bit again. I don't know. Yeah, this is the last sentence. So.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to check that later. It's a thing on my side. Yeah. It doesn't usually happen on Bjorn's side, I think. So that's something we'll have to figure out later.
Yeah. So anyway, that is it on my side for what I've been playing.
Okay. Well, for me, I played more Mario Galaxy 2. So and I finished the main story. So
yay. Nice.
I started off with the stupid monkey challenge I talked about last time. That was really hard, but I managed to do it in the second try. That always reminded me, like every time there's like something like a challenge like this, and you spend like hours on it. You stop playing the game, you come back a day later, and then you get it in like the first few tries. It's very funny. Other than that, I finished it. I think what Mario Galaxy 2 of course does is that it hides half of the content behind like after the credits because there's 240 stars and I only got like 108 and then that includes everything I could do. So every time like a new star, like a side quest star popped up, I would immediately do them just to make sure that I got everything. But great game. The finale, of course, the Bowser level is as usual a final exam of all the mechanics, where you have to do all the mechanics in one big level, and of course then you fight Bowser like before, but in a final way with a little bit more of a twist to it, of course. But yeah, really great. Love the game. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for the extra stars. I think I'm gonna just try and see how hard they are, and if I get frustrated or not. But of course, there's a lot more levels to play, so I don't want to miss out on that stuff, right? I at least want to see a lot of the extra content. But that's it for that. And sorry.
No, that's okay.
Besides that, I played more Rot, the Slav FPS game. I'm in episode 3 now, so I finished the first 2. And it gets sillier every day, every time. There's one level, I'm just gonna mention that one alone, is there's a bunch of, let's see if I can find it, probably not. With like, what's it called? Not lemmings, but like, there's like sort of like other like creatures. I don't know what they're called. But no, it's the name of the level too, which is, but it's very funny. They're like these like beaver-like creatures or something. And the
otters are beavers, and
it's something like that.
I can think of,
lemurs? No, not lemurs.
No, not lemurs.
Oh no, I'm not gonna search it. It's just it's funny animals, okay?
Okay.
Funny animals with guns, basically.
Oh, okay.
And it's only one level with them, which is really funny. It's just one themed. And there is this funny thing where there's a speaker that you can carry around, and the speaker plays like what's it called? Like hardstyle Russian music. And whenever the speaker comes close to those enemies, they start dancing. So so I just carried it all the way through the level, and every time those animals popped out and they heard the music, they started dancing. And it was really funny. That sort of funny jokes are in there. And just been playing it more of it. It's a fun exploratory old school shooter. Really liked it. But yeah, that was it for what I played this week. So
awesome.
Let's get into the first showcase that I probably missed. Yeah. Because there's a bunch of them, and I've been busy. Yeah.
So the first one was I think the Guerrilla Collective.
Yeah.
This week, which is long, like very long.
Yeah, I noticed that. There was like 3-something hours.
Yeah, the main show I think was about 2 hours.
2 hours, right?
But there were also some developers like Hypertrain at the end of it with their own stuff, and that was really interesting. There were a lot of indie games in that one because that's what the Guerrilla Collective does. It's a part of the Media Indie Exchange, which started by indie publishers indie studios themselves to make some connections and that sort of stuff, and they grow into something bigger during the pandemic. So they also do a lot for women in gaming and women in game development. And for Black game developers.
Mm-hmm.
So they also have the returning what was it called? Wow. There's one of the showcases that's going to be, I think, on the 13th.
Okay.
So for Dames for Games and now I can't remember the other name, but that's part of it. So that's all part of the Media Indie Exchange. I also read that they wanted to do something in person, but the venue they were at last night didn't get the right permits. So that was canceled.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that definitely sucks. Yeah. So that wasn't great.
No.
So hopefully next year it might be better.
Hopefully.
So it's a shame that they had to find that out at the last possible minute. So,
damn.
But outside of that, a lot of fun games were shown for all sorts of for all platforms. Like the first one, I think, the Terra Memoria was the first one, which looked interesting. If you're into kind of classic RPGs, there was a lot of stuff shown.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
See if we can scroll through that a little bit. I think you've also favorited a few, right, in the section here.
Yeah, I added some that were the most interesting to look at.
Yeah.
In some cases, there's one game that's called Evolutus Duality.
Oh no! Wait, something happened.
Oh, well, that's odd.
What? It suddenly wants me to install an extension.
Yeah, because it looks like because this video is age restricted.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
That sucks.
Something else then.
Issues. Sorry, but yeah, Evolutus Duality. If you look it up on YouTube, it's a very interesting title in the sense that it has the art style is kind of reminiscent of heavy metal. Not sure if you know that animated movie.
Yeah. I remember that.
So it's kind of a rotoscoping thing going on.
Okay.
But it looks really good. In this case, it looks pretty good. And so that what stood out to me at the most for me at the moment. Because of that, the story is interesting as well. It's kind of like a cyberpunk fighter.
Okay.
So it looks it looks like a sort of Street Fighter where you walk through the world and that sort of stuff. I mean, Street Fighter 6 has that as well now, but this looks interesting for a smaller indie title. Then there is they also showed was Arcseed, which is definitely a title that I'm going to keep an eye on. Because I already wishlisted it, of course. Because the art style is kind of simple, like 16-bit era.
Oh yeah, but there's like a certain detail to it. I like that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of detail to it. But it's also reminiscent of Evangelion.
Yeah.
and combined with a tactical RPG in its own world, because you fight against some creatures called the Archangels. There's and it works with cards, so it's a card-based tactical RPG.
Interesting.
With isometric view, yeah. So that is apparently there's also base defenses. I'm not sure, but it looks interesting. Like you can move buildings.
You can move buildings.
Yeah, apparently you can move buildings. So that's interesting as well. So that one is one that I'm gonna keep an eye out for. Because moving buildings means that you can make blockades and that sort of stuff. So that's cool. And like I said, the Archangels definitely remind me of Evangelion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just the first thing. It's very anime. This was my first thought, and this looks very very reminiscent of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Another title that caught my eye was 3 Minutes to 8, which is also very early 90s point-and-click adventure.
Oh,
kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. So in the vein of what's it called? There was Timbleweed Park
Mansion. Yeah.
Yeah, all those look like a modern version of but with the pixel art style.
Yeah.
Okay, and also I love the lighting in this.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's definitely using modern lighting. But the story is unknown.
Okay.
Because their scene page is nothing but scrambled stuff and redacted stuff and interesting. Yeah. So I think it does have to do something with going back in time.
Yeah, it seems like one of those looper things where 3 minutes to 8 is the point where you die or where it resets or something. Or where it starts. Definitely. Maybe we don't know.
Yeah, that is exactly the kind of feel that I got from it.
Yeah.
But again, I like this kind of style, and I have a lot of point-and-click adventures that I still want to play.
Yeah.
When I'm in the mood, like I said last time. So, just like a lot of FMV games. So, yeah, those were for me so far the 3 most interesting title, and then they showed this one, which is Crashlands 2.
Oh yeah, now I remember, because I heard you were talking about this earlier, but now I remember which game it is. I remember the original.
Yeah,
because it's been posted a lot by people. Yeah, that they really liked it, the original. So.
Yeah, same for me. I made a Twitter post about it that I was filled with extreme glee because I was when this was announced. I really loved the original, and so I'm happy that they're gonna go for also an isometric view.
Yeah.
So last time it was definitely top down, but there are some certain limitations when it comes to that. But now, it's a survival game where you get to craft your own hideouts, where you can build new weapons using the environment and that sort of stuff. So, and the fun part is you're gonna come back to the world itself of the first game. So it's not a brand new world, but it's a different part of that same world. So the same characters and some new characters, of course. So yeah, I really love this type of game. It's kind of Klei Entertainment's.
Don't Starve.
Don't Starve. Yeah. I blanked on the name.
That's what I was thinking about a little bit.
Yeah. So that was definitely one title that I was very happy seeing. Yeah. I also listened to a podcast by one of the developers, or a couple of the developers, and they talked about how they were working on the game for a couple of months now, or lots of months now, and they have the gameplay almost done. And they were talking about stunning that wasn't in the game yet, stunning monsters.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, how we're going to do this? We've been working on this for 11 months. We haven't done any stuff in there. We've been postponing that. And then they said, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to use that, and within 11 minutes, it was in the game.
Wow.
Which, yeah, I mean, they had full stun in the game. And I'm like, okay,
11 minutes?
that happens. Yeah, so they've been postponing that for months.
Wow.
And then within 11 minutes, they have it in the game.
That's crazy.
So that's funny. So, yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I like listening to their podcast as well, because I think the latest episode was episode 418.
Okay.
So, yeah, they have done a lot of podcasts.
Yeah. Wow.
And, of course, the music from Fat Bart is back. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So I really love the music of the original game. So, yeah, I'm a big Crashlands fan.
Yeah, I was always looking at the game. I don't think I have it. But yeah, I'm always interested in that sort of survival game as well. Yeah. Maybe I'll pick up this one. I don't know.
And funny thing is, it's on PC and it's also on mobile. The first game
on mobile.
Yeah, and the second game will also be come to mobile. But if you have a Netflix sub, again, I'm not going to promote those guys, but it's available there as well on mobile.
Yeah,
when it's out. But it's going to be a year.
Okay.
Before it's out, unfortunately, because they have a lot of content they need to add. Like I said, the gameplay they were talking about the gameplay it's basically done.
Yeah.
But,
so the main features.
Yeah, so the technical side is done, but now they have a lot of content to add. There's also going to be a difference in the biomes. Like in the first game, you can clearly see a distinction in the biomes, which was all randomly generated.
Okay.
So they have a very good algorithm for that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it doesn't feel like with random generation and landscapes, it's always good if it doesn't look too prefab, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So repeated patterns, right?
Yeah. So I'm hoping with this game they have a lot more variation when you switch between biomes.
Yeah.
Because you do have to make sure that certain creatures don't appear in other biomes that where they don't belong.
Yeah, you kind of want to switch things up a lot. Like you want to give players like, oh, they have to adapt to this now and this. Yeah.
So different creatures demand different kinds of weapons. That would be cool. And but the animation looks very good, like a major step up from the original pixel art style.
Yeah, it's a big upgrade by the looks of it.
Yeah, the original was kind of pixel art. I mean, it's been a while since I finished it, but
it's getting really old, I think now. The original. But
it's old school.
Yeah.
This is a major step up animation wise. So it's not really pixel art style. It's some good animations though.
Yeah.
So but this new one has some over exaggerated walking animations, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't take itself too serious. It kind of it reminds me a little bit of the Don't Starve animation as well. How you that like the rhythm of animation. Yeah. I don't know if that's intentional or that's just it's just coincidental.
I think it's coincidental.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had something similar in the original game, but it's more exaggerated here.
Yeah. It's a little bit more expressive. Yeah. Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the indie side, that was the one that stood out to me the most from the Guerrilla Collective stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there, though.
Yeah.
So let's switch back to to that video.
Yeah. I'm gonna just switch here. I'm gonna switch back to the other thing. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could do that too. Yeah, you control that. It's gonna be a little bit of a Guerrilla Collective episode this week.
Well, yeah, there's that, and there's also Summer Game Fest itself.
We have a lot more to look through.
But we have a lot of time, so
yeah. Okay. Also, I want to highlight another game that was announced right before everything booted up. There was a little just popped up on my Twitter feed. Apogee, the old school Apogee that has returned as of recently and started to produce games again and publish games. They do both. Is announced Questmaster, which is effectively a Zelda Maker game. So it's you can instantly see the
old
theme.
Classic Zelda.
It's very Zelda, but it does have its own art style, which I like. Like, it doesn't completely ape it, but you know, many of the mechanics and how the dungeons work is very Zelda. And you can create your own dungeons. So in Mario Maker style or Little Big Planet style, or maybe not as fancy as Little Big Planet, but you can create your own dungeons and you can share them online and probably in the workshop if it's on Steam. And you also unlock new stuff to create by the looks of it. So while playing, you unlock stuff. I think Little Big Planet had that too. Where as you play, you unlock new stuff to play with and to build, which is really nice because that means that you start off with a little pool of stuff you work with and you learn to use all those things, and then it builds gradually to more complex dungeons, which is really cool.
So eventually you learn how to make your own full super
multi-level, multi-mechanics dungeons, basically. That's very cool. I love this stuff. I love creating stuff in video games, levels, and hopefully this like catches on, and it will be one of those games that has a big community around it. Because that's always fun to see, because then you get basically infinite levels to play. Even if you don't want to create, you can still just dive into custom maps built by players, and there's probably going to be a rating system for it, I imagine. At least Steam has that built in, so that's good.
What's funny though is sorry for interrupting.
No, just go ahead.
I just remembered that there's already a similar game out called Super Dungeon Maker.
Okay.
From a different developer called Firechick.
Okay.
Also published by Firechick apparently on Broker Play. So that is. So there's I think there is I think there's a market for it, but not a big one. But I think there is a market for it. So
that's also very Zelda. I'm looking at some screenshots. And of course there was the news a while back now, I think last week or the week before, that there was a group of people who made a complete engine that is built on Zelda, but they released the engine itself to the public. So it's basically like having RPG Maker, but for Zelda type RPGs. And one of the good things, of course, is that because it's the engine that they made public and not the art that they used to make their own Zelda games, is that there's no Nintendo interference for that.
Nope.
So because people will have to use their own art, of course, to fill in the art blocks basically. But that's another thing that happened. But yeah.
Cool.
Questmaster looks funny.
Yeah.
Apogee is gonna be they're keeping us on our toes. They're gonna produce more stuff in the future. I think they have some like big secret projects they're working on that they keep teasing once in a while.
Undoubtedly.
But we might see some old classics come back as well. Like they've done some remasters from like Monster Bash and Secret Agent and all those old classics from the DOS era. Apogee is back. It's funny.
Yeah, and they've also published Bread and Fred. Which is a co-op game with adorable penguins.
Yeah, where you're like two penguins are attached with a leash, with a climbing rope basically. You have to swing each other to the other sides and stuff, and all that kind of physics stuff that comes with that. Very adorable game as well. It's good to see that they're doing that. And of course Apogee always made these kind of games. So but they also have they have 3D games as well. It's not just the throwback to these 2D games. They also make 3D games. So even shooters and stuff like that. So it's fun to see them back because that was a household name in the DOS era, basically. All right, so let's go back to showcases then, because that was a little sidestep. I guess we can talk about the Summer Games Fest now. I think we're there. Or was there something in between?
I'm not sure if there's something that you had an eye on during the. You said you haven't seen much of the.
No, I did not really dive deep into the Guerrilla Collective.
Okay.
I think I probably missed a lot of that.
Yeah, there's some other interesting stuff for people that like horror. For instance, there's a game called World of Horror, which is inspired by the amazing and very disturbing art and stories of Junji Ito.
Oh, but I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere else as well. I think I've seen that also on the other showcase, the one that
it's been shown again.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's very old school, like 80s, but with manga art, of course.
Yeah.
But the interface is very 80s UI stuff, which it's dark. It's very dark and disturbing, and I like the concept of it. Another title that didn't show much gameplay, just a video that set the mood, animated stuff, was Blood West.
Blood West.
It seems interesting. I am not sure what to expect from that. We haven't seen any gameplay yet.
Okay.
We might get to see more during the PC Game Show, I think. I'm not sure.
I expect that. I mean, this is what you're showing right now on the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the animation looks cool. The cutscene stuff looks great.
Cool. Yeah.
Like someone put some effort in that.
So there's monsters and zombies, and it's about white man, the colonizers, being greedy and unleashing some sort of evil.
Oh, of course.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think again, I'm not sure what to expect from the gameplay because they didn't show any of that. It's just a very interesting set piece right now.
Yeah.
So a very interesting setting.
Oh yeah, I've seen this frame before. I think someone shared this on as well. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So horror stealth shooter. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's
what they said.
It's a horror stealth shooter. So that is, wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff. I think it was in 3 hours. There was about 99 games shown.
Yeah. I think that was also a thing where it's the same with the other one. The I forget. I keep stumbling on the name. It came after the Summer Games Fest. The indie one.
Oh, right. The Day of the Devs?
Yeah. It's like there's so many games that it's like hard to... Like it's like scrolling through like a Steam store and sort by indie, right? There's so many games. Like you have to like pay attention and then pick and choose which could be interesting.
Yeah.
And some games don't... Sorry?
And there's a lot of interesting games.
Yeah.
During the Guerrilla Collective's
and the funny thing is, like some games that might have shown only like a little CG trailer could have like great gameplay, but they are limited, of course, in what they can show. So it's always like difficult to spot the games that are really great because there are so many of them.
There are so many of them.
But yeah, I'm always glad that all those games get at least a spotlight. Like all the little indie devs that are trying to reach out into the world and getting their claws into the industry. It's great that they have these elaborate shows to show off. So
yeah. So here's a game that might interest you. This is Remnant 2. This is out right now. Came out this week. I'm not really a big fan of these types of games. It's a Soulsborne.
Yeah.
But that's not the one I wanted to show you specifically. This one is called Iron Meat.
Iron Meat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very Contra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this might interest you.
I'm not sure of them. I'm not like the biggest fan of these.
Okay. Yeah, it's a run and gun game. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that they're still making these games. That's cool. I mean, I remember playing. Well, it was called Probotector here in the Netherlands. Yeah. I remember playing that on the Super Nintendo with friends back then.
Yeah.
That was fun. So
it's a fun game. Yeah. Yeah.
I like the little cartoon animation. very The Thing, horror-esque stuff.
Yeah. So that was shown like it's all like 80s, 90s, late 80s, 90s console graphics.
Yeah, big boss battles. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of that game Protector, or if you know the Contra is also. I kind of wonder why they did that with Contra and Protector, why they switched up that.
I think it's because of the German market at the time.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So, yeah. So, like I said, there's so much. There's a new Hammerwatch coming.
Right, Hammerwatch. Yeah.
I'm not a big Hammerwatch fan.
I have played the original, but I didn't like dive deep into it. Mm-hmm. I think I got it on a Steam sale once or something.
Right. Yeah, I think I have it as well. I think it was part of a Humble Bundle at some point. So, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff though.
Yeah, insane.
You know, there's stuff for everyone at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And if you're into indie games, there is a genre that is being catered to.
Yes, you can basically find every single game that you used to play in a modern version of it.
Yeah. So this is kind of like Asteroid.
Yeah, I've seen this one too as well. Yeah. That's cool.
Also music by Fat Bart, by the way. So.
Again.
Yeah.
He's got some good deals going.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I love this idea because old Asteroids and what you can do with that idea, like expand upon it like in a very big way.
Yeah.
And like add like thousands of new mechanics and stuff. That's cool. Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah, it's not a game I would be very good at. It's called Super Space Club.
Super Space Club, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Asteroids with a new type
hey,
of
Benjiro.
New game.
Benjiro is in the chat.
Oh,
so,
hey, Benjiro.
Let's just have a good pod today.
Yeah.
We try. We try.
We try indeed. So right now I am watching a game that I'm really looking forward to, which is a side-scrolling beat 'em up called Toxic Avengers, and I've mentioned it in the podcast before.
Yeah.
But there's more gameplay, more different characters which you can play as, like No Zone, which was the characters are weird. They're based on old trauma movies, and they're fun.
Yeah.
There's a werewolf type of character, which is my favorite because I love wolves. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. So yeah.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the Toxic Crusaders.
Well, not really of the Toxic Crusaders, but more of the side-scrolling beat 'em ups.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean the game.
Always been a big the game.
Yeah. Here's the Mega Man lookalike. Oh, was it official Mega Man? No, this is not official Mega Man.
No, it's not official Mega Man.
No, this is very inspired Mega Man.
Yeah, this is something 20XX or 30XX.
Yeah.
But it's definitely very much in a Mega Man inspired game.
Yeah. But yeah, there is indeed like insane. I'm gonna scroll a little bit. Oh, it doesn't work.
30XX. See? That's
30XX.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't scroll apparently.
Weird. I can.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it. Nothing happens. Maybe I should refresh. Hey, I can't refresh. Oh no. I have a feeling my browser is going to crash. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah. This happens sometimes with Windows.
All right.
Edge.
So, yeah. So moving on to the Summer Game Fest itself. Yesterday, lots of stuff shown. Unfortunately, also a lot of mobile game stuff.
Yeah.
Free to play stuff, and I mean those were more commercials for certain publishers, so that brings in money, I guess, for the show.
Okay.
But
I fixed things.
I'm not a massive fan of that. So.
Okay, let me see.
Outside of that, I mean, there was some good stuff. Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay.
Mortal Kombat 1 looked amazing.
Looked really good.
Yeah. That game.
Didn't we add that as a trailer?
No, but I don't think we can show.
Oh yeah, it's
like that's why I didn't add it. I was thinking of adding it, and I was like, oh wait a minute. Yeah.
It's very bloody.
It is very bloody. Of course, to be expected. But they once again get very creative with how many ways you can break a man's body or a woman's body. But yeah, Mortal Kombat looked great. Let me check this, by the way. Let's see. Can I do this? I'll just do this.
The gameplay was Mortal Kombat.
No. Why is this also limited? Okay, never mind. We'll just do the loose trailers that we're interested in. Okay.
If they work. If they work. That's also a question.
Yeah. This is a problem.
No, this one works.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just do it. We'll do the ones that I've been.
Let's see what works and what not.
Yeah. Let's just go through the list a little bit, and then we can show the highlighted stuff. When we show it. All right. So I did filter out some stuff that was just not worth mentioning. Okay, so they started off with Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Check the chat, by the way. So apparently, I'm very.
My
volume is very.
Really?
Low. Yeah.
Is this
not
better?
Loud enough? I guess.
You just tell us if he's better this way. We'll hear it later.
Delay, so yeah. So are we going to go to the entire list of games?
I'm just gonna name them off.
Start to finish.
Yeah, it's not everything, but it's just a bunch.
Yeah, I think the most important things.
Yeah, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which aside from the bad music choice for the trailer, still looked very nice.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, I don't have the trailer here, damn it. But
it doesn't hear a change when it comes to my volume on the stream itself.
Okay, wait, let me. I can do that. Wait, I'm gonna turn you up on Discord. Oh,
maybe that helps. Yeah.
Oh, you're
doesn't hear a change right now.
Now you're at 100%. So you should be louder.
So I wasn't at. I should be louder. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not listening to these.
Yeah. You sound louder to me. So.
Oh, that is very loud.
Okay, let me put it back. Let's do it like this. I put it equal on the thing. That should be fine. Make it 95%. I put it a little bit down, so it should be better already.
Yeah.
Because I have to put it on the OBS and on Discord, so.
Right.
It should be fine. Do we get a thumbs up?
I hope so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries, Benjiro. Always.
Thank you.
This helps me prepare for the next time as well. This helps me learn. All right. So Prince of Persia looking good as we said. The game itself looked nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's back to 2D Prince of Persia, like the old ways.
Yeah, and I think it's a Metroidvania style game now. So
okay.
That basically fits with the original game. So.
Yeah. It was always about exploring, and as a kid, never getting anywhere. Like, I remember getting lost in the original game. It's like
I was really bad at it. So that was one of the games that I was a little kid, so I cheated. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I think we also did that. We cheated a lot in the early days of gaming, which is because especially the Prince of Persia was a really hard game.
It wasn't easy.
Everything was a death trap basically. But yeah, I like the look of the game. It's of course it's a little bit more action packed, and there's big bosses and colorful stuff in it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about like some of the designs of the characters. It's
very stylized.
It's really like modern stylized, instead of like being like actual old Persian style or whatever. Not really historically accurate, sort of.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It does remind me of the previous Prince of Persia game that was also very stylized.
Do you mean the cell-shaded one?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
so it's kind of like that. But
yeah, but I thought Prince of Persia is actually it used to be. It is a little bit of fantasy, of course, a little bit stylized, but I think this definitely takes it to the next level. So yeah.
Also, Benjiro just said, but cheats were fun back then, and he is right.
True.
He is right. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, yeah, we used to, usually would just use the fun cheats as well, just especially for games like I remember the original GTA, stuff like that. Just trying to cause chaos as much as possible and stuff. Yeah. Nowadays, I go back to those games and I'm playing them without cheats, which is also fun. True. and then get destroyed, of course, because in your memory it's still as easy as it was with the cheats, but it's not anymore.
It's not.
But yeah, after that they showed Mortal Kombat 1, which looked amazing. At least in my honest opinion. I love how they have the whole cameo system now, where you can call in with one push of the button and then a direction or whatever, like you can decide what kind of move they come in with or something. That's the whole idea behind it. And one of the fun things is that there was a lot of callbacks to old costumes and the old looks of the characters, like basically going back to Mortal Kombat 1 for Kano and Sonya and stuff. Like I immediately recognized the green Sonya outfit. And I wasn't even that big into Mortal Kombat, but that really jumped out. And yeah, it looked fast, fluid, very very kinetic. The fighting looked really good. Graphics looked really good. Also, one cool detail is that the load times are a little bit hidden. When you choose your fighters, you get that close up of their faces, and it's already loading when it happens. So then it zooms out, and you're straight into the fight.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
That's really cool.
Another thing of note is that Ed Boon was on stage, and he talked about one very important thing. Well, not very important, but a fun detail. They got Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes.
As Johnny Cage.
Yes, that was
fun.
Which
is hilarious because the original game was supposed to have Jean-Claude Van Damme as Johnny Cage, but that fell through at the time. So 30 years later, they finally got him.
Yeah, to do Johnny Cage, which
which is pretty hilarious, to be honest.
I mean, he's not just a cameo; he's going to play the full character, and we know how many story cutscenes there are in modern Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
So he's basically casted as the role.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing a few voice lines. Which is really cool.
So they really upset the entire lore. Of course, after Mortal Kombat 11, they had to. Liu Kang is now the Fire God, and we also saw young Raiden.
Yeah,
which was pretty dang cool. And also, Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now.
Yeah, so they basically reset everything, and it's basically like a big twist on everything.
Yeah.
They just we want to try something new and try new dynamics between characters.
Yes.
Which is really nice. Like, I always liked the story modes in the modern Mortal Kombat games. I think they really started with 9. There were story modes in previous, like the N64 game, I think.
Yeah, they were bad.
Yeah, and they were just really bad.
Game at some point. Yeah.
And then 9 picked it up, as it were, like very based on the Mortal Kombat 1 movie, in terms of like how to present the story. Which was really neat, and they kind of carried it over to since then to every new Mortal Kombat game. So that was really nice to see, and then now we have a new reset. So I have no idea what to expect from the story, but that's really cool. So Mortal Kombat, and of course the fatalities look gruesome as expected.
Of course,
but yeah, there'll be a lot more. They're gonna show a lot more till release. That's what Ed Boon said. They have a lot more character reveals to go before release. You know, that's usually with fighting games you have that, right? You have your character reveals once in a while before release. I'm wonder if there's gonna be, because one of the pre-order bonuses is Shang Tsung.
Again?
I think.
Was it again, or wasn't it also with the previous game, or was it just DLC?
I'm not sure, but anyway. I kind of remember something like that. Yeah, now you mention it. But I wonder if that is that like to use as a cameo, or is it a costume, or Alpha 11 as well? Okay, it's like what is the deal? Is that going to be a thing that cameo characters are going to be like maybe microtransactions?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? That's what my like.
Main fighters,
they have that whole have the whole cameo system now, and like because the rumors that what was it? There were a few characters from outside Mortal Kombat that were rumored to be in the game. I don't remember. There was something very prominent.
Yeah, that leaked like a while back.
Yeah,
because of one of the Amazon pages. But I did talk about it. I wasn't sure which Amazon page it was. It was from a different country than I mentioned, but there was some stuff back then. Yeah. But there's definitely going to be character DLC and cameo DLC. I'm sure of it. There's going to be packs and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the it's going to be the standard thing now for fighting games. Look at Street Fighter 6. It's got a couple of fighters, but there's a lot more coming.
Yeah.
So same for Tekken 8, most likely. So that's gonna be a standard thing now. It's already a standard thing now. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, what they showed was a very small glimpse of Path of Exile 2. A little bit of gameplay, and then they ended with more news in July, where they have the official Path of Exile con, I think. But yeah, the gameplay looked really good. Very good graphics. Because I haven't played Path of Exile 2, but I was of course watching some other people react to the shows, to the show as well, and they were very like Path of Exile fans, and they immediately said, "Whoa, this is like a whole different." Yeah. Like someone pointed out, it looks a lot Diablo. Like they went a little bit darker. Like everything was really dark and moody. But yeah, Path of Exile, I know it's a really successful game in that genre. Of course it's a sequel, so people are going to be excited for that.
Yeah. I wonder if the gameplay is going to be as deep as it is. It's very difficult, from my understanding. The system is very... Yeah, I mean, I did play some Path of Exile, and I was kind of blown away by all the options for upgrading your characters and that sort of stuff. It's very expansive.
Yeah. It's the one of the memes of the game of the original game is that the first time you zoom out in the skill tree is where you start off with, there's a lot of dots around me. Then you zoom out and it's like a massive skill tree that you have to go through.
It kind of feels like too much.
Yeah,
but it can be very daunting, I think.
Yeah, and I think
in that regard,
you need a week to play it. Yeah,
yeah. There are certain games that have that. Yeah. Like for EVE Online, you have to have a spreadsheet.
Yeah, exactly.
For instance. So yeah.
Yeah, let's not start about Escape from Tarkov.
Ooh.
That's also a big one in that. But yeah, that's why I think games like Diablo 4 is much more manageable in that respect. It has like a tighter focus around your character build, and it doesn't like outstay its welcome in that department.
No.
And I think Path of Exile is very intimidating in that field.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh god, it's like climbing a mountain. It's like, how do I get to that top, and how do I get to that place?
Yeah.
But yeah, a very short glimpse of Path of Exile, and then my notable thing that happened next is they had a short trailer for Witchfire, which is quite interesting.
It's a shooter, right?
Yes, it's very interesting because the first time they announced this game, they only showed like the creators of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, where they showed like a little like exploratory thing.
Yeah,
and it was like a fake out because it was also Bulletstorm and Painkiller. So then suddenly they pulled up a gun out of nowhere, and then it's a shooter. So
could be fun.
Yeah, it could be fun. This is one of those combat, like rock paper scissors style combat, using like special abilities, a little bit like you could say Doom Eternal, but more in the fantasy style.
Also Bulletstorm, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about not just shooting, but using your
daunting
abilities, combining things.
Also daunting.
Yeah, it's a very short trailer, but there's been gameplay shown before. But this game has been in development for a long time. And finally it's coming to early access, which kind of surprised me, because I kind of felt like this would eventually just release, first of all because it's single player, but I spoke to someone on Twitter about it, and they say they really want to let players test balance for this one, because cool. Apparently they have a lot of intricate systems that you use. So it looks cool. Graphics look nice. I always like these kind of shooters. It's like very satisfying, I think. Cool animations and graphics. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Cool.
After that was Sonic Superstars.
Surprising.
Surprising.
Looks pretty good. To be honest, it looks good graphics. I like the style. It's different. It's there's also 4 different characters you can play as.
I'm gonna add a trailer for it because
and there's also co-op.
Yes, it's 3-player co-op.
Cool. Yeah, 3 or 4 player. I'm not sure.
So here it is.
There is co-op in it. So I like it. The style is.
I was just wondering.
Good update.
Yeah, I wonder if is it like a remake of the old Sonic games, like all the levels of the old Sonic games.
It's brand new adventure, so it's. I don't see any old stuff. Yeah, I mean locations might come back.
Yeah, like typical themes and stuff.
These are definitely new kinds of levels.
Okay.
New kinds of tricks, and I think they looked at Sonic Mania, and they were like, okay, we can do something different. Something similar, also 2D, going back to 2D after Sonic Frontiers, and now you can team up with friends, and definitely 4-player.
It's 4-player. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because you saw all 4 of them in screen. So
I got confused with another game. I think.
So I like it. There's some fun new stuff in there, new powers and abilities, and that's gonna be fun. I
wonder how well this will do though, compared to the other Sonic game.
Yeah,
there's also throwbacks.
So that's pretty cool. With the Chaos Zones, those are throwbacks definitely. So what is there to say? I mean, check out the trailer and it looks good.
Yes, and then next up, Lies of Pi. We've seen. I said it. I'm calling it Lies of Pi.
Yeah. But it's Lies of P. It's Pinocchio.
Yeah, it's Pinocchio. Yeah.
Yeah. Set in France. So.
Okay, this alpha teaser doesn't really matter. Lies of P. Soulsborne game. In like a twisted version of Pinocchio, like we said.
Yep.
And they also announced there's a demo and it is playable. I already downloaded the demo as well. But I haven't played it yet because I haven't had the time. I might do that this weekend because I kind of felt like I want to deep dive into this game and see what it's like. Lies of P. Great trailer that they showed, and this is not that trailer, but you get the idea. I'm going to have to do some things here because I'm screwing up a bit, but that's fine.
That's fine.
But I love the designs of the bosses and everything, and the art style of it. What I noticed about this new trailer, I'm going to have to look it up now because it's not. It's hard to talk about it without. Where is it? It's the. I'm gonna have to just look it up. Lies of P. Summer Games Fest. There you go. Release date revealed. There we go. Yeah, there it is. What I noticed is that the game overall looked a lot better in this trailer. I don't know if it's because it's been in development for longer and they're in the polishing phase probably in the last where they optimize it and they can like add some final effects. But look at this, man! I love how it started as well. Yeah. It's like this melancholy, like sad vibes of just exploring the environments. Yeah. And then of course it turns into action a little bit later. But yeah, I was surprised how much better it looked already. Like there's like this overall like polish going into this, and yeah, I'm really interested. I'm gonna play the demo and of course see for myself. But yeah, this is definitely one of those big passion projects.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it looks great.
It looks really good. The thing about this game, what stood out to me the most when it was first announced was, I love, kind of that old school Victorian era stuff, but combined with automatons and that sort of thing, like steampunk-ish. In this case, clockwork. Most stuff. So that's going to be interesting. Clockwork and magic. So that's, I like the style. I'm not a big Soulsborne guy, so I might not play this, but the aesthetic is really cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have not like seen people. I've not really watched any full playthroughs of this, but I wonder like what kind of Soulsborne it is. Like, is it really the really difficult one, or maybe it's more approachable? I'm not sure if it's like as hard as the other ones.
Might be. I don't know. You have to try the demo, man.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say right now.
Yeah. Okay. You have no idea as well.
No, I have no idea. No.
Okay. All right. Next up.
Yeah.
Is.
I'm really looking forward to it already.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, you have it over here.
I already got it.
You already had it. Good. Yeah.
Akira Toriyama, yes.
Akira Toriyama. God,
the creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Quest. And this is a very old manga from him.
Yeah.
Called Sandland. And it's a world where demons and humans live together. And you're playing a demon that has to save humanity. But you get all sorts of vehicles to do that with. Like a robot and a tank. And those are all playable, so it looked like a good action game, open world action game.
Yeah, it's one of those trailers where they don't have any sound effects and just music, which I always find a little bit odd because it's almost like they forgot to add it or something. Because if you see something fight or you see something like chase, you kind of want to, if you can like accentuate that action with some cool sound effects. So that's one of those things that stood out to me. I've seen it in other Japanese games as well. I think even Final Fantasy, one of the trailers had that, where you just hear music, and then they have like the action in the background without any sound effects.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, of course, the art style is immediately recognizable. There's just not really an idea of the full gameplay loop. There's just you fight and you drive your vehicles around, and it was just an introduction trailer, of course. So
of course.
I guess more information is going to be at a later time.
Oh yeah. There's going to be more info about it. This is just the first presentation.
Yeah.
We're going to get more and more, but the fact that we're already seeing gameplay means that it's quite far in development.
Yeah.
So I think they didn't use sound effects because you would also need to have voices, and I don't think they are fully recorded yet.
True. And I think they had a little bit of voice acting at the end of the trailer, but yeah, they of course they might not be done with the game at that level. That might be the thing.
I mean, I'm not sure when it's going to come out anyway, so...
No, this is just basically an announcement.
It wasn't said in the trailer either, right?
Stay tuned. That's the only thing they said at the end.
Stay tuned. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right, next... you filtered it out. I see you. Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind.
No, I didn't.
No, never mind. I thought you removed something from the list. No,
how dare you?
Sorry.
How dare you?
How dare you? I did not say such things. Next up, they announced the release date for Party Animals. I'm just going to go over that really fast.
It's a Gang Beast clone.
Yeah, it's a Gang Beast clone, but it's a very good one, I have to admit. Like, I've seen some streams of it, and it does have its own style and
that is true.
Quirky humor. But yeah, September 20th, it's going to be the full release.
I know it's coming out on that day, by the way.
Oh yeah,
around that time.
September is crazy.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be September 19th.
Yeah.
And Lies of P is going to be September 19th.
Witchfire is also September
20. Yeah, so that's 2 days of games that were shown.
It's going to be crazy.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a lot of stuff like that. Like all very close together. I think like a lot of people were actually saying like, okay, this is great, but what about 2024?
Yeah. Also, the next game after Party Animals was Alan Wake 2.
Yeah. Let's get
that's going to be rough for that game as well. Because it's going to be released between Spider-Man 2 and I'm not sure what the other game was. I saw it somewhere else. But there's also going to be a game released within a week before that.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, so that is going to be an issue for that game.
Well, we'll see.
So,
yeah. I mean, of course, the second half of the year is usually a lot more busy with video game releases. But yeah, it's always nasty to see them all clumped up together.
Yeah.
I almost wish that there was some kind of like list, like a public list where people can like plan their release dates accordingly or something like that, so they know from each other, okay guys, don't get in each other's track water. I
mean don't release your Spider-Man 2, your game on the same day as Spider-Man 2, for instance.
No, that's a bad idea. But yeah, off to Alan Wake 2. They showed a little bit of gameplay, which is always nice. It's a very short segment. Definitely going for... Sorry?
That was already shown during the PlayStation Showcase.
This wasn't.
I distinctly remember seeing this gameplay.
No. This
Not
was
during the showcase, but during a different showcase, maybe. Because I did see this before.
Oh, I have never seen this.
Okay.
These shots, there's a few of these shots that are in the trailer.
Right.
Maybe that is it.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah.
Because that shot over there, with the deer guy, that's in this trailer. You see that later.
That's in the trailer, as
well. Well, because the trailer finishes this segment.
That's a good point. This is just extra. Yeah, this is the gameplay with the UI and
it's the beginning of the game, I think. So I think that's why. But yeah, of course, it's a little bit more horror oriented, slower paced. Probably have to conserve your ammo a bit. I'm not sure, but I do though say that I thought it was gonna be a little bit more survival horror-y. Like it is still very explore area. Monster comes out, shine a light on it, and shoot it. Right?
Yeah.
That was the gameplay loop of the original. But yeah, this is the different thing. Like here, you can see like little circles pop up, little things where you probably have to investigate. And of course, she goes directly for like the main objective, which is this heart here. But I think like you can like investigate things, because I think it stops right after this one. Yeah, it stops
I think just like in Control, there's going to be a lot of lore spread throughout the game.
Yeah,
that you can find. It's definitely in that sort of style. That things that expand with what do you say? Recorded stuff, voice recordings, letters, and those kind of things. Of course, book pages, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely.
Of what Alan Wake has actually written or is writing. So the most important thing is you get to play as Alan Wake and a new character called Saga.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 split, he was saying. And that's very cool, because I saw someone complain on Twitter. Like, what? We only get to play Alan Wake for 50% of the game? I might actually cancel my pre-order. I was like, dude, what?
I mean, I know why they're saying that.
Yeah, I understand like the
it's
first,
so obvious.
Like the first reaction of that. Oh,
Yeah.
You could see it from that angle as well. I know what you mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But
no, it's definitely that. It's always that. I mean, it's the most simplest solution.
Yeah, I don't know. I of course I responded on Twitter because I'm that guy, and I saw him already like backtracking a little bit in his comments.
Okay.
So it might not be what you think it is.
Yeah,
I think it was more like, only 50%. We get to play the titular character.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, it's not the first game that does that.
No, I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2.
People, that was exactly what I had in mind. But there's other games that have done that as well.
Yeah, Halo 2 as well. Where you play as the Covenant character.
Yeah, the Elite,
the Arbiter. Yeah,
Arbiter. Yeah,
and it actually makes these kind of stories way more interesting. Because you get to see a different perspective.
Exactly.
You get to see what effect Alan Wake's stuff has on the world around you for the other character. I hope it's like really cool, like this dynamic, like what happens in one world affects the other. That sort of stuff. Of course, Alan Wake trying to escape the dark world where he's trapped in. And then this person that's in the real world doing investigations and getting entangled in this whole web of horror coming to life, which is really cool. So I'm actually more excited because of this.
And the dark world that Alan Wake is in looks really good. I love the dark cityscape that you see in the trailer. It's I think I'm going to play Alan Wake soon because I never really finished it.
Oh, okay.
So I might want to play that, and then when the time comes, I can pick up Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, Alan Wake is great.
Yeah,
I actually was surprised when I first played it how long the game was. It's quite long for like a single player horror game like that. And it keeps like trying new things, which is really cool.
Okay.
Trying like little funny things with light and dark and stuff. So but Alan Wake 2. I'm looking forward to that one. And of course, it's funny to see the developer, the original Max Payne face.
That was surprising because
one of the main characters.
I thought it was Max Payne because it has the same voice.
Yeah, but he also has the voice,
different character.
Yeah.
Same face, same voice, and I was like, oh no, but no, it's somewhat Casey.
Yeah, I forgot the name as well. I was trying to get it, but I forgot the name.
Yeah, it's like James Casey or something.
Oh, maybe he's undercover. You never know.
Maybe it is Max Payne. Casey sounds a little bit like he's on the case.
Yeah, exactly. he's on the Casey.
Yeah, he's on the Casey. Yeah.
All right. After that, we're going to Warhammer.
Yes.
The
Emperor.
Yes.
It was a short gameplay video of Space Marine 2. We know it's coming. We've seen it before, but this time we can actually play with 2 other people.
Yeah, 3-player co-op.
This has 3-player co-op exactly, which is surprising. I wasn't expecting them to add 3 co-op to this game.
No, not at all.
Yeah, because it's a very first-person game. But look, I mean, it's a horde shooter. So there's a lot of horde shooters now with co-op and that sort of stuff.
Well,
so
it's not really a horde shooter, I'd say. This is
definitely a horde shooter. It's the single player game was also a horde shooter.
No, the single player game was more like Gears of War, right? You go through a level to complete missions.
I mean, it's a horde shooter / Gears of War style game. Now with the Tyranids more than against the orcs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a horde of orcs coming at you. That was the part of the first game.
Yeah.
But now you have Tyranids, which are definitely kind of like, it's what the Zerglings from StarCraft are based on.
Oh, you're out. The audio is out again.
Oh.
I hate it when it happens. I don't know what it is.
But the Tyranids are what the Zerglings from StarCraft are.
Yeah, they're
overwhelming numbers.
Yeah.
Horde style. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean that game looks fantastic, visually, gameplay wise. Of course, the jetpacks are in there again, stomping your enemies from the air and stuff. So, I mean, that just looks good. So,
yeah, really looking forward to that one. And it would be cool if I could play this with you and Benjiro at some point, because it has 3-player co-op now. So,
yeah,
that might be cool.
Right. All right. Next up is
a horde shooter. I'm sorry.
This is definitely a horde
shooter.
This
is definitely one. Yeah.
Yeah.
4-player co-op.
John Carpenter, always admiring video games from his Twitter account. I've seen him tweet about it a lot of times, and now he's involved with one. Another little surprise announcement, actually. A game called Toxic Commando. Starts off with this trailer where they, with some 80s music, of course.
I mean, it's his music. Oh no, it's not his music. It was Bon Jovi.
Yeah, it was not.
Why?
Yeah, it was Bon Jovi. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, should have used his music. He's such a good composer.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I can imagine that he would do the music. He would do ambient music for in that style. That would be cool. If the whole game has that vibe, that would be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know if it's aliens or zombies. I think it's aliens because we also see some weird creatures with tails and stuff.
It's both.
It's a little bit both, right? More also zombies,
mutated
definitely
humans.
Zombies. Yeah, mutated humans with glowy eyes.
Yeah.
And then there's advanced stuff. Yeah, very, very much what you would see in Left 4 Dead or whatever with the different types of monsters. Yeah. There's vehicles is a very big part of this though, which is really cool.
And story-wise, I think you can expect a lot of John Carpenter stuff in there.
Yeah.
Story-wise, he has some great movies. I'm a huge fan of his work. So,
yeah. I have no idea. There's even because what I see, there's a lot of towing your vehicle out of mud as well. Of course, there's that game. What's it called?
Days Gone?
No. There's this there's a game that's purely focused on driving through mud and getting your vehicles.
Mud Runner.
Yeah, Mud Runner. That that sort of stuff. I see that in this too, and I wonder. I'm really curious how this game is set up because we're going a little bit too far. Because if vehicles are such a big part of this, I wonder if it's a big open world or not. Because you're traveling and with the mud and stuff, I don't think it's level based maybe. And I think this game might be more ambitious than we initially think.
Could be, yeah. I mean, I wasn't a big fan when we first saw it, but it kind of grew on me.
Yeah, I think this is one of those games that either it's it turns out to be a crappy we tried game, or it's one of those unexpected hits. Because I'm looking at this trailer right now, and I'm looking at the background, right, and how the landscape is.
It's pretty huge.
Yeah, I think it is actually kind of open world.
Oh yeah, definitely with the vehicles and that. Yeah, there's different vehicles, tanks and cars.
Yeah, very different vehicles as well. Yeah.
Yeah, ambulances. So I think that I think you can go from area to area with the vehicles, and then just fulfill the mission.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like State of Decay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but with more horde stuff and first person.
This is one of those games I just need to know more about. I have to, we have to find the information and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If it has a story and music by John Carpenter, I'm definitely in.
Yeah. We'll have to wait to see. I wonder how much input he has in the game, of course. But he knows games, so
yeah,
he might be one of those people that people asked him to help, and then he wanted to be more hands-on than they initially expected him to be. Because I'm involved with the game, well, I have to make it good, otherwise people are gonna, shout about that, John Carpenter, we saw you try to make a game. So I don't know. All right. After that, we got some Baldur's Gate 3, a new character reveal with a. I didn't know the voice actor, but apparently he's noteworthy.
He's well known.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very noteworthy. Jason Isaacs. He's the father of Malfoy in the Wizard movies, the kid Wizard movies, and Harry Potter, of course. But he's also known for his role in Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, okay.
In the first season, and he's a good actor. So yeah, he's very noteworthy. In that case, he's a good get. Also, I know that Brian Cox is going to be in the game, who of course scored very well with Succession.
Okay.
He's also going to be voicing one of the characters. So it's going to be a packed cast, I think.
Oh, that's good.
So that's going to be real good. But yeah, the game is already out in early access, and I heard it's very good from people. So if you love the original Baldur's Gate games, definitely check this one out.
Yeah, and they went full turn-based, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to bring it back to the original Dungeons and Dragons roots, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there was a lot of outcry about that people wanted like real time, and I wonder if that changed now that people played it.
Might be. There also might still be a mod at some point. I definitely think there's going to be a mod for the game that takes out the turn-based stuff for people that really don't like the turn-based stuff, because I can understand it can be off-putting. I would love to see more turn-based stuff, but that's just me. So because it gives me time to plan out.
Yeah, but, it also feels more like a D&D campaign to me when you do that.
Yeah,
and I think if they're going to be making a mod that makes it real time, that's going to be really, I'm just thinking about how you would do that, but that would be really difficult. There's so many like D&D mechanics in it, right? Mm-hmm. And to make it real time, you have to like pack all these roles in real time actions. So no idea.
Well, it might happen in the future. Someone might figure it out, and we'll see.
Okay.
So up next.
Yeah, up next, a little short thing about Spider-Man. Let's bring it back here.
Yes.
Yeah, they announced the release date, the official release date, October 20th.
October 20th, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
Kind of gave it away. But there's some new art out, some new concept art, and it looks really good. So and there's also a collector's edition coming. Yeah, not a big fan of what Sony is doing with the collector's editions, because there's no physical release of the game itself.
Okay, so
just digital code.
Okay, so what do they do then? Because I think I missed that.
Steelbook. Yeah, there's a steelbook in that.
Okay.
So there's a awesome statue though. It's a really good statue.
Yeah, I saw a photo of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
With Venom, right?
Yeah, with Venom and both Spider-Man fighting him.
Yeah.
It looks really good, but again, there's a steelbook in there, but there's no disc.
Yeah.
So
I know that's so weird.
It's so weird because I know that someone I talked about it with someone else, and he said that maybe games are going to become are too big for the disc. I'm like, that's not really true in most cases, but we'll see. Just not a fan of it because they've done it with the latest God of War, and they've also done it with Horizon Forbidden West. No disc, no physical release. And if you're a collector of games and you want the collector's editions, you're gonna have to buy the game, the collector's edition, and the game on disc itself.
Yeah, it's the same with Alan Wake 2, huh? I mean,
there's no physical release of that at all.
No, that's even worse. I mean, we did, there was like a publisher of like stuff that reached out to them.
Mm-hmm.
So to do a physical release, that they wanted to do that, but we haven't heard from that since. So
it might still happen, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Anyway, that's. I mean, I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
I hope I'm gonna be able to get a PlayStation 5 in August or at the least September. So I'm gonna be ready for Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah. I really want to watch that one. Sorry. If you hear some weird sounds, I'm pouring some drink.
I heard. Next up, they had a little trailer for Pal World, which is basically Pokemon with guns.
Mm-hmm. and treating your Pal World creatures terribly if you want to.
Yeah.
Which sounds really bad. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of that.
I mean, one of the things that stuck out to me, like, of course, there's many Pokemon clones and inspired by Pokemon games. Yeah. But this one is straight up, like, even the art style of the creatures is the same.
Yeah, the designs of the creatures are... Because at one point I was like, is that... which one was it? Like I think it was a grass Pokemon that looked really similar to what was shown in this new trailer.
Yeah.
And like, why? But it could be fun. I don't know. I have no idea. It's going to be in early access in January.
Yeah.
But might try it out. I don't know.
No idea. Okay.
The idea of Pokemon with guns is just absurd, kind of.
Yeah, like I wonder what role do the Pokemon play? Are they like support or something?
I don't know.
In this case, I mean, it's like the Pokemon themselves had guns, right? That's what the thing was. Yeah. Yeah,
you give them to the Pokemons themselves. Yeah.
All right. After that, we have the Lord of Ring. So as I named it for fun.
Really
for
bad.
Joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Mm-hmm. Another Lord of the Rings game, and hopefully this one is better.
It doesn't look that good, to be honest. It looks kind of rough.
Yeah, it has this like a little bit playful art style.
Benjiro, it looked bad.
It looked bad
in caps.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look really. It does. I'm de-emphasizing how bad it looks, but it doesn't look good.
They have John Rhys Davies for the voice, right? Did you hear? Because at least I thought I recognized him.
It could be, because he's
a narrator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the Mines of Moria, and but I think it's very early.
Yeah, you basically dig, build.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to understand what the gameplay loop over this is, and then you defend.
I mean, it looks like a tower defense game, sort of.
Like a co-op, like horde mode. Here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
Might be,
yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea, dude.
I guess there's also I see bosses in there, and it's.
I'm not convinced. It needs a lot more work, I guess.
Yeah, it might be one of those surprisingly fun games, but this trailer doesn't tell me much. So it's like, okay, you can dig, okay, you can build. There is fighting in it. Yeah. It's basically the idea of the dwarves coming back to Moria after, it's been like ransacked and destroyed by the monsters that we see in the Fellowship of the Ring. Where the whole Moria place is abandoned, and now they come back or something.
Because the Balrog is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So they can go back.
Yeah, that's the
from
idea.
the looks of it. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's another wait and see, I guess.
Yeah.
After that, there was a mobile game for Final Fantasy VII.
Ever Crisis. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's another mobile game. They might be good though.
I mean, it looked visually nice, but Sorry.
No, go ahead.
But one of the things that stood out, of course, is like two or at least two different art styles.
Sort of, yeah. It's I think it was an original game years ago. So already for mobile. So this looks like a remake. But with all the chapters, and it is a compendium, as Benjiro said.
Okay.
In the chat, it's a compendium of different stories of Final Fantasy VII world. So
Final Fantasy VII world.
The world of Final Fantasy VII. But I like Final Fantasy VII. I really love the original, but I'm not the biggest fan. So it has all the Final Fantasy VII game stories in there. Every game has its own art style. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I said, I'm not deep into the
That makes more sense. Then I understand why it switched between things. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a mobile game. It might be fun, like Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. So
yeah, it's kind of annoying that I can't have the full showcase here, because I could just skip through the next game. Because I thought I was good with that, but I now have to Google every trailer.
Sorry.
That's fine. I'm gonna go for this one. Next one, very interesting new game by Don't Nod.
Yes.
Don't Nod.
The French developer of Remember Me and, of course, the Life is Strange games.
Yes.
Also, Tell Me Why, and their newest game is out this week, which is Harmony something. Wow, the name is really eluding me right now. I have it on wishlist because I really like the style. Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the latest game that came out this week, and but this is something very different again, back to their action roots, because they did the Banishers game, the Banishers, Remember Me. It was an action game, and this is of course also an action game, but looks really good, to be honest.
I like it's much more fidelity in their art style. Like compared to the other games they did. Like this seems like a separate project that they probably have been working on for a longer time, while working on other games, maybe.
Could be, yeah. Because Harmony is very cartoony.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I was never a big fan of the Donut games. It's not for me, as in like it's I'm not the demographic for it. But yeah, I do like what they do. I do like the stories that they tell. So and this seems to be more involved. This seems to be more have more combat in it and and stuff. So it might be cool.
Yeah, it's an action RPG, and you're. According to the Steam page, your decisions have dramatic consequences.
Interesting.
So, you have to solve haunting cases and battle supernatural forces, combining Antia's spiritual powers and Red's arsenal. So you hunt ghosts.
Cool.
As a team up of a ghost and, of course, a real life human.
Yay.
Yeah, that might be interesting. It looks pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. And then next, big reveal. Because Like a Dragon, Gaiden. Or Gaiden? Is it Gaiden or Gaiden in this case?
Gaiden.
Gaiden, okay. New Yakuza game.
Now I'm confused. Basically. Thank you. But Gaiden I've talked about this game before as well. We knew it was coming. We didn't know when. But now we know, November 9th.
Yeah.
So it already leaked before, because apparently someone messed up. So or it was a rumor. I don't know. It kind of leaked before before this. I was expecting it to be revealed next week during the Ryuga Gotoku Studios presentation on June 15th. But apparently, no, it was during the Summer Game Fest. With gameplay and it's it's like a dragon. It's Yakuza. It's like a dragon. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a fighting game.
It's back to that. Instead of taking the turn-based, it's going back to the old school, I guess, for this one at least.
Yeah, because this is a spin-off.
Yeah. Okay.
So and people really love Kiryu.
Yeah, of course they do.
I mean, he's such an iconic character. So I'm really happy with this. We get hopefully more Judgment games.
Yeah.
Still up in the air.
But... Next up, I think your audio. I thought, what is it? It's quiet suddenly, but you fell off again. Oh, you fell off. I mean, your audio dropped.
Yeah, I fell off my chair. No, but Judgment is another game that I really want to see continue. But there's not a big chance of that because of the talent agency that has the actor who plays Yagami. They did finally release the games on PC because that was a major holdup for the talent agency. But not sure if we're gonna get a new game in that series with the same character. But But we also have, of course, Yakuza 8, which is probably going to be shown next week then.
Interesting.
Or Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon 8, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the turn-based game now.
Yeah.
And then this is, of course, the spin-off with more Kiryu combat. So, yeah, pretty cool.
Kiryu combat. Next up, they showed. Yeah, you put it in the list as well. You put it in the videos.
Of course. Yep.
Where is it? There it is. Under the Waves. I've seen this game before. But yeah, this is a new trailer for it. Yeah, there was a trailer before.
Oh, could be.
But I think it was last year somewhere. It's snuck in like a little teaser, I think. But yeah, this is a more full-fledged trailer, and we get a little bit more story bits and voice acting in this.
Yeah. And, so it's kind of like a Cousteau style thing.
Yeah, sort of. I wonder what the setup is like for the gameplay. Like you get missions to do in the ocean, and then the story unfolds. I guess you use your sub. You can swim around, explore wreckages and stuff like that. But I guess very story driven as well.
100%.
I mean, underwater stuff is always really interesting to me. I played Soma, which is really terrifying.
Have you tried the Subnautica games?
No,
I do enjoy those
them myself, but that's a whole different game. But this seems more like a story-driven. I'm not sure how long it is, but I think it's gonna be quite like linear, like a mission by mission, and then the story gets probably crazy in the end, in some form. Yeah. Because people isolated in these sort of circumstances usually have stuff happen to them. So that's why I always, you can always predict certain kind of flow in these kind of stories. Yeah. Things that are, that you discover are not real, or, who have I been talking to all this time? That sort of plot twists.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be inspired by a movie like Abyss, Abyss, that could be really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I really love the underwater stuff, because the moment I saw the first part of this trailer, I was already sold on it. There's just something about this, the quietness, but still you're not really alone. There's a lot of fish swimming around, of course, and other creatures underwater. So it could be really cool. And the premise is a lot of ships have sunk apparently because of something that happened above world. I am not sure. It looked really intriguing enough.
Yeah, they don't give you really like a big scope in this trailer of what is going on in the world.
Yeah. Which is good.
Just here's a guy stuck in a submarine doing things for people, but we don't know why. Next up, there was Leisfanga, the Shift Warrior.
Yeah, there's also Fae Farm, which is a farming game.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, that was before that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Fae Farm. Yeah. Cool. I skipped over that because
that's cool. It's a farm game.
It's a farm game
with fairies
with a cutesy art style.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't. That was one of those games like skip. Like
if it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
Yeah, it's probably it's cute, but it's what are your plans game? Which is not my
with fairies.
Yeah, with fairies. Like, and you can explore the fairy world or something, and there's a little light combat even, I think.
Oh, most undoubtedly, because Stardew Valley had that as well.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Yeah. It's very inspired by that. But yeah, next up was Leisfanga, the Time Shift Warrior. Let me try that again.
Which is, I kind of missed what this game was.
It is very interesting. It's another time loop game. But the funny thing is, you time loop yourself. Right. So you play and you kick some ass, you rewind time, and then you are a clone of yourself. And that way you...
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can attack monsters from different angles by resetting and going to the same spot over and over. And basically create an army of time warriors doing different things.
Yeah,
and probably
action
solving...
RPG?
Yeah, sort of an action RPG-ish.
Yeah. It has that same isometric view as the original Diablo games.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's an RPG though, but it seems very action oriented.
But,
but it's more like a puzzle / combat game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it caught my eye. That's why I put it in the list as well.
Yeah.
Because
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I love. That kind of like a mechanic. I was like immediately interested in. Oh, how does it work? And of course, does it get repetitive or not? Because you're replaying the same sections over and over, and then doing things a little different, and then maybe figuring out some things don't work or something. But yeah, I just love the concept of it. There's been a few of these kind of time games. There's even like a multiplayer sports game where you get to do that, where each team like gets to like influences each other's timeline and stuff. So I always like new ideas, right? I'm a big fan of trying to find interesting way to make these types of games more compelling. And this one jumped out at me. I love the idea of having an army of clones going through the level, and kind of remembering what every run did before you go into the new one, so you can time things and combine action and combat and stuff. So
sounds like an interesting title. Yeah, I'm looking at the Steam page right now, and I like what I read. It's a hack and slash game. So yeah.
Next up, I don't think I have a trailer for that, but we've seen the game before.
Yeah, it's more Immortals of Avium.
More than Immortals of Avium. They've shown the game now 3 times, and this one was like they showed a little bit of like a big mech in the water that walks around, and then you of course you fight on top of that. But yeah, a lot of flash, but I didn't see any substance yet. There was just a lot of effects going on, and I was like, okay, the game just doesn't do it for me personally.
That's fine. I'm still interested.
Yeah, it might be fun playing yourself. I think that's one of those games that, it doesn't appeal to me visually, but it might be fun to play. Maybe it's really fun to combine the magic stuff in there. Yeah. So
could be. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
And
finally, did I put it on the list here? Probably not.
No, because we were planning on using the game itself. Because, but it was quite long. So
yes, Rebirth. There we go.
Yeah, just say the title, dude. Just say the title.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah.
There we go. The big ending of the show from Jeff Keighley. And
I got you.
Oh, God damn it! I got it in there. Okay, it's good.
We both had it at the same time. But yeah, there it is.
There it is. It's the big ending. Of course, immediately starting with questions. Of course, I have not played through the game myself. The original, not either.
Yeah, the remake.
Not the original. I played a little bit of the original. I do have it on my PS3. But
yeah, there's definitely some changes.
Yeah,
changed a few, by the way.
It immediately starts with a scene that a lot of I saw that the fans react to.
It's not on the stream, dude.
What's happening? Why are they all? What's this event that's taking place where everybody's wounded?
That's man.
Yeah,
it's not on the stream.
It's not on the. Oh gosh, I'm an idiot. There we go.
No, you're not. Just you forgot.
I forgot one click. Okay.
Yeah, one click. It's cool.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't played the first one. But I know it's regarded as a great remake / refresh and change up of the original game, which I was really happy to hear. Like, I don't know what happens that is different, but I know that it is different in the way that it ends. The first one, their first part. So I don't really like that, because a straight up remake is fun. It's nice, right? But changing it up is so much more fun, I think, also for the old fans. Because you're probably going to rethread still the same locations, and the characters are still going to be there, but you're doing it with a twist. So I really like that idea.
Yeah, it's a retelling, basically.
Yeah, it's let's do it different this time. A little bit what Mortal Kombat is doing, I guess. And And yeah, it looks great. Sounds great. Of course, it's going to be a very high quality experience. Apparently, it's 2 discs as well.
Yeah, that's the most surprising part.
Yeah, it's and physical, and then I guess
physical on 2 discs. Yeah, that is surprising. Mostly because it's been years since we actually had that. Since we had a game on multiple discs.
Yeah, I don't think I remember.
Oh yeah, I mean PlayStation 1 games were like 3-4 discs. Oh yeah, Red Dead 2 had that 2 discs as well. You're absolutely right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right, Benjiro. But yeah, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I wonder what the data is, right? Because it's also a point I made on Twitter. Sorry?
It's an install. It's a massive install that's just compressed on the discs. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also like what the content is, right? What takes up the most content? Is it, is it textures, audio data?
It's open world.
Yeah. Or I don't know if the cutscenes. I think most of them are real time, right? I'm not sure.
Uncompressed audio, most likely.
Yeah.
That is definitely a part of it.
Yeah. So I guess they were like, well, let's just do like the best quality we can give it.
Yeah.
So, and of course, it is a big project. I'm not sure if is it known that it's going to be more than 2 parts. I think it is. Right?
There's a 3rd part already in development.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
There's going to be they said that it was going to be 2 parts, but at some point it's going to be 3 parts.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a massive story.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a big undertaking. And then the other Final Fantasy is coming out as well soon. A lot of Final Fantasy stuff.
16. Oh yeah, a lot. I'm still waiting for news on the Final Fantasy Tactics remake because I'm pretty sure it's coming as well. Because we had a lot of remakes and stuff that's coming out again. So
yeah.
That was a closing game of the Summer Game Fest. It was okay.
Yeah, I mean, for the finale and the way Jeff talked about his like, I kind of felt like there was, because we already knew this was coming, right? Rebirth.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's still big, of course, to show it off. But
it's the first time we actually see this. So yeah.
But I think still that a lot of people were expecting like a new announcement, I guess. Or something like a big banger at the end that nobody expects.
It's a lot of massive things this time.
Yeah, it's. I'll be honest. I didn't expect too much of the Summerfest showcase. It's just like usually, you can kind of gauge Jeff's hype levels, and he did say that he had a few surprises, but it wasn't it wasn't super crazy. And of course, we just had the PlayStation event,
which was also kind of.
It wasn't
great.
But then we also have the Xbox event coming Sunday. So, and I feel like Microsoft really wants their big bangers on their own stage this time.
Again, we know almost all of the stuff that's coming from Microsoft as well in the coming year. So I mean, Starfield is going to be there. Fable is going to be there. Most likely, we do need to see stuff from them because they've announced a lot of stuff already.
Yeah.
But I don't expect a lot of new things. Maybe a new Gears of War that could be sort of surprising, but
yeah,
we already know a lot of the stuff that's coming. So I'm not expecting a lot this week, the next week. I'm not expecting massive surprises anymore.
No, I think so. I wonder about Xbox because they have a bunch of games they have to show off that are already that have been silent for quite a while. I wonder if they're gonna come up with a surprise as well, like something we didn't expect. Maybe an old Xbox franchise coming back, but
that'd be cool. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know where Xbox is at. I'm really curious about the coming the coming event because they need bangers. especially after all the bad stuff with Redfall and things like that.
Oh yeah, that was a massive.
Yeah. So after that, there was the other indie stuff.
Devs.
Yeah, the devs. Was there any games in that you...
There was some interesting stuff, but you have to go watch it because it's also kind of an experience with Tim Schafer, and that's he's just funny.
I watched bits and pieces of it. Like I jumped in halfway somewhere, I think.
Yeah, there's some interesting titles. Yeah, yeah. But after that came the Devolver Digital stuff, which was short and weird.
Yes.
Very weird because it's Devolver. It wasn't as bloody this time, so that's good.
No, there was some violence, but there was no blood at the end there.
Yeah, and it was kind of horror stuff. It was in the presentation. It was funny. It made fun of AI.
Yes, that was my takeaway from that.
Yeah,
that was immediately when they put up the robot on stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the story is that there's a classic beloved character called Volvi, who had a big hand for gaming, and he was brought back as a robot.
Yeah.
And a robot AI that was meant to generate games for you, but things didn't work out, and suddenly he grew a massive hand. And he killed the president. Well, I think he didn't really kill him.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, put his hand on his head or something. He grabbed him.
Yeah, grabbed him by his head.
And it was like uncomfortable, I guess. But like there was not really a conclusion to that. What happened there?
No, it was weird.
It was weird.
But
yeah. It's funny though, because then they asked, of course, the AI robot to generate video games for them.
Yeah.
And that's the way they announced the games, which is quite
and there was some good stuff in there. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some good stuff. Let's see. Wizard with a Gun was the first one they showed, which is it's very much like Don't
Starve. Yeah.
Yeah, Don't Starve.
Don't Starve Together. Yeah.
The same art style almost.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if you can
also
find
surprising, during the pre-show, they announced the remake of or remaster of Shadows of the Damned.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which was what? Why during the pre-show?
Why that one? Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, which was of course because it's Suda51, Grasshopper Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's a weird presentation.
Oh, you're out. Your sound dropped again for a sec.
Wow. But again, because it's Suda51 and Grasshopper Entertainment, it's going to be weird.
Yes.
So, but Shadows of the Damned was a pretty good game.
Yeah. I remember the original, but yeah, that came out of nowhere basically.
and
it's treated as a second hand, like, oh yeah, there's this remaster.
Yeah, again, it's Devolver. It's weird. You can expect that, especially the combination of Suda51 and Devolver is just a good combination in this case.
Yes.
But yeah, Wizard with a Gun.
Yes.
There's a demo out, so I'm definitely gonna play that.
Okay.
This weekend. But yeah, it's a combination of like Children of Morta and what do you say, or Hades, and like I said, Don't Starve.
Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing. Like, I wonder, because I thought, is this the same developers?
No, it's not Client.
No, because it was so similar in like how things are animated, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, sorry.
So no, I was saying like it kind of has to be the same developers at this point, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there's also some Bastion stuff in there.
Right.
Because the world is, you need to rebuild some parts of the world.
Yeah, exactly. You build up your things.
Like in Bastion, the world is falling apart.
Interesting.
So there's open spaces that I think you can fall in. I'm not sure. So you have to rebuild the floor, that sort of stuff. So
here in the video you can see it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot more interactive in terms of the environment as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
That's up, title that I'm gonna play this weekend, I think. So
next up, sorry.
If I have the time.
If you have the time, okay, yeah.
I mean, I do have the time, but you know.
Next up, Talos Principle 2 from Crow Team. I played the first one for a bit, like the first like 10, 15 puzzles or something. Then I think I got distracted by other games, I guess.
Oh, it happens.
But yeah, it's fun. The first one was fun. It's basically like Portal-esque, moving objects around to solve puzzles. And this one seems a lot more elaborate. It's like what surprised me. It's like a combination of so many different elements. Yeah. Like it's probably gonna be pretty difficult. I kind of feel like this is one of those games where you really have to, where you can be like stuck on a puzzle for like an hour or two. Because and of course it's one of those puzzle games that has a world around it, right? Yeah. Where you probably get to figure out like what happened to your character and the world around you and stuff, which is always interesting, like to do like both of those things, with the puzzles leading you to the next plot point, basically. A bit like Portal, I guess, as well. But yeah, this seems way more fleshed out than the first one. It's like the whole world design seems way more ambitious with these trains and these portals and the big scenery.
World,
it looks gorgeous. So I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but it definitely, I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see how it does. Because it's funny to see like the developers of Serious Sam making games like this as well. And you know, going slower and not shooting everything with guns. And then we get to, I think, one of the highlights.
Was it? Yeah, it was that game. Yeah. It's
a game called Baby Steps.
Yeah, and it's a co-op game with one character moving the left leg, and one player moving the left leg, and the other player moving the right leg.
Oh, that's what I didn't get. It's a co-op game. I thought it was just like a single player.
No, I think you can play it single player, but there's also co-op.
Oh, so, that's interesting.
Yeah. So you have to really coordinate together, otherwise you'll fall. And it's from the creators of Ape Out, which is a fun jazz kind of top-down game,
like a Hotline Miami kind of game, right?
Yeah, with a massive gorilla that escapes. That's pretty cool. Really enjoyed that game. But also the creator of Getting Over It with Ben.
Bennett Foddy. Bennett Foddy. Yeah. I mean, you can instantly tell that style of humor. And just the whole setup. This is, of course, one of those games that is. It's just a ridiculous little gadget game, and it's getting to the end. Of course, is the goal. Like with with Getting Over It, which of course is super difficult. Yeah. But these are very fun, challenging games, but also. Because, you know, it's also on a mountain, of course, because if you fall down, you have to climb all the way back up again.
Yeah, you're going to slide down the mountain a lot, I think. As you saw in the trailer. You see in the trailer that the main character, who was suddenly whisked away to another world. Yeah. He walks like a baby, so that's pretty funny. He's dressed like a baby.
Sort of,
so, yeah, it's... I mean, it's bizarre. It's hilarious.
It's bizarre. Game.
There's some story elements in there, from the looks of it. So
I mean, you know, the Getting Over It had these ridiculous random talks that the developer does to you, motivational speeches and stuff like that. And this is kind of in the same boat, but mocking you, I guess. And because he kicks in this video, he kicks like this stack of rocks, and then of course he comes to complain about it, what you did. It's like, why did you do that? But yeah, I think this is going to be one of those games that's also going to be really popular on Twitch, of course, and other streaming. You know, it's going to be probably a race of who gets to the end the first and stuff like that. But I love these kind of games. It's nonsense games. You never take it too serious. And just it's going to be difficult, but probably very, very rewarding if you finish it.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you're going to be laughing a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Or crying.
Yeah.
Probably
so it's
crying.
been. Oh yeah, both. It's going to be very frustrating at some point, and you're going to quit, and then one day you're going to pick it up again. But from what I can tell, it's only coming to PC and PlayStation 5 right now. So that was surprising in the trailer. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they might have, if they have
Xbox
big
and
success,
PC.
they might port it as well.
Yeah. So, but
yeah,
that was. I think that was the one that stood out the most to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing my ass off when this showed up, and everybody in the stream was having a great time watching this. Just falling over for like you immediately know what this game is if you look at it. It's QWOP in 3D and
exactly.
Basically. So yeah,
but it also makes fun of like the walking simulator.
Yeah, of course, it is literally a walking simulator.
It is,
one of the actual literally walker simulators. I think the first actual walking simulator. Looks great. I'm gonna eagerly await that release. That's gonna be a fun time to play and also I guess watch others play. It's gonna be good. And then to end the show, or at least to as their last.
We're over 2 hours now, so
it's the last game we're gonna talk about very shortly because it's only a teaser. Was Human Fall Flat?
Oh yeah, number two.
Yeah, original's really fun. I played it.
Same.
I love physics-based stuff because it creates hilarious situations. It's a game you can play co-op, trying to help each other to get to higher places and all the hilarity that ensues with that. So, but we only got a teaser for that, but that's coming. So, that was the last game of Devolver, and that was kind of like I think the end of that.
The day.
A lot of stuff for a first day. Like I almost forgot that Devolver was on the same day. It was like, oh, that too and that too.
Yeah.
So
and there's more coming the next week.
Yeah.
There is right now as we're recording, there was the Tribeca game.
Right. Yeah, Tribeca Festival.
I got to go back and watch that.
You're dropping out again.
I got to go back and watch the Tribeca stuff after this. But there's also more stuff coming up tomorrow for us. That's June 10th, which is the Wholesome Games presentation, which I really love because I'm a big fan of cozy games.
Yeah.
There's some fun stuff out there. And what else is there? There's also coming up the Future of Play.
Future of Play.
Future Game Show.
Future Game Show. I think there's a game in there that I have to keep an eye out because.
Okay. Which one?
It's the game that I consoled.
That's the dinosaur game.
Yeah, Instinction. I think they're gonna show up there. So with the new trailer.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna definitely watch that because I got a little toe in that game. So.
Nice. And then on Sunday there's also Xbox and the PC Gaming Show.
Yeah, both of them.
Yep. And on Monday is Ubisoft and Capcom. Tuesday is Xbox Extended.
Okay.
Games. The earlier mentioned Dames for Games, and Black Voices in Gaming. That was the one I couldn't come up with earlier. So that's mostly just developers from the Black community. Which there's some really good games in there. So definitely keep an eye on that one as well.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the as mentioned earlier, the Ryuga Gotoku Studio Summit Showcase.
Wow.
With Like a Dragon stuff. So yay!
Why do we have so many games? It's insane.
E3 is gone.
Yeah, so, E3 is gone. So everything's it's spreading out now.
Yeah, I mean, they might come back in the future. We don't know, but everything's spreading out now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, there's also the Starfield Spotlight after the Xbox show. And if you're into VR, there's also Upload VR on Wednesday.
Jeez. Okay. Well.
So So there's. E3 is gone, but E3 is kind of still here.
Yeah.
I mean, this time of year is always the same busy stuff, but there's no physical convention right now. So, which is kind of a shame, to be honest. I really enjoyed the physical convention when I was there.
I miss the E3 stuff. I love the E3 shows. It was always fun.
Yeah. And we still got the Gamescom show stuff coming up.
Gamescom,
that is going to happen. Also, a physical attendance, of course. But Sony is not going to be there.
Interesting.
From what I saw, they already said that they're not going to be there.
I wonder if they're going to show up somewhere else, because there was the whole rumors that they were holding back at the showcase or something.
Yeah, that could be, but they don't have a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah,
after Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
there's some smaller stuff, I think, but and some of the probably free to play stuff coming up, like live service stuff, but not a lot of other things for after Spider-Man 2. So that might be next year that we're gonna see more stuff of that. So we'll see.
Okay.
Or maybe Tokyo Game Show. We still have that one coming as well.
Oh, also, yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for today then. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff the coming week, I guess.
Tons of games
piling up, and I'm gonna be checking everything out, at least most of the big stuff. I will just keep an eye on Twitter, because thankfully I'm following a lot of indies, and of course all the little like diamonds in the corners will usually pop up on Twitter feeds. Like, check this game out, and so I usually don't miss a lot of the little hidey games that nobody talks about. So that's good. So let's call it for this week then. Vash, what's up for this week, except for all the presentations?
Just playing some games. I can't really mention anything right now. I'm just playing a lot of different games. So see what sticks the most with me. I might finish Lost Judgment finally, but we'll see.
Okay.
So
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. For me,
watch trailers and stuff. So
yeah, I'm gonna be playing more Super Mario Galaxy 2, of course, and Rot. I'm probably gonna finish Rot pretty soon, because I'm in the last episode. Other than that, I downloaded the demo for Life of P. And I bought a little indie game because someone posted it. There's a little short 20-ish minute indie game on itch.io, Incident at Grove Lake. Someone promoted it and was like, oh, that's one of those. It's like a little interactive PSX graphics style story about abduction. And that stuff always interests me. So cool. I'm going to dive into that because it's just a short game. But I always love those to see how people go with creative interactive storytelling. That's about it. Just gonna be hanging around and of course watch all the rest of the showcases. That's it for this week. We'll be back probably next week. We'll have to see what happens. There will be a lot to talk about, so tune in for next week. And then I think that's it for this week. Yes.
Yeah,
see you later.
Hang on, you can still find us somewhere. So.
Oh, right. I have to say that.
That's really, really fast. So.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit hazy.
No.
Yes, Vash. Where can they find you?
As always, at PVBaikun on Twitter. So PVBaikun, and that's it.
Right. Well, you can find me at the Metzman. That's where I live on Twitter. You can check out the rest of Pixels and Sprites stuff on at Pixels Sprites. We also have a YouTube, Pixels and Sprites. And of course, we're here on Twitter. On Twitch, Pixels and Sprites as well. And that's where you can find all the stuff. Follow the Twitter for the updates, and of course, when we go live. There's also gonna maybe be other streams as well from Benjiro, who does his own streams. So that's about it. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great weekend.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Later.
Okay.